Hi, this is Umair, and we have been given the project, this database system for AMC, and I'm going to present my individual report and my presentation regarding this. So, if my presentation got 5 slides. So, if you like have a look on my first slide, it contain my name and its title of this project. And if you go on the jump on the second slide, it's totally about the ERD diagram, and it tells the relationship between the product supplier, between the supply and then inventory, order, products, customer, store suppliers, store employees, and department pay slips and all that location details. So if you go to the product supply, it says product supplier ID, and then it requires supplier ID, and then it's required product ID, and it just goes straight to the supplier. It's a supplier ID, supplier name, supplier phone number, and then it's go to the inventory. And if you go to the inventory, it's the quantity of product in store, and then it's a product ID, and then a quantity order, and then a store ID. And we jump to the store, when we jump to the order, and it's order ID, order date, order quantity, store ID, customer ID, and product ID. It's still totally about the relationship between the ERD diagram. This is regarding my second slide, and if and we will go. I'm gonna describe the third slide of my presentation. This is a project. Is regarding the project domain, and this project includes database system for Australian manufacturing company, that is in short is AMC, to manage their store, employees, product and inventory, supplies and orders. It's totally about the domain, how they manage the employees, how they manage their products, and how they manage the inventories and supply and all that. So I'm going to describe one to many relationships. So we have been asked about the one to many relationship. So in this one to many relationship, customer ID, we require a customer ID foreign key in order to table as order, and customer has one to many relationship, that is one customer can have many orders. So if you go straight to the order, so we require order ID, order date, quantity, store ID, customer ID, product, and then we will go to the customer. It's regarding customer ID, customer name, mobile number, and then we have to go to the data output, explain, message, notification, and all that. So this is one to many relationship. So so now we have SQL and output for that's a fourth slide. So in SQL, they have I have attached a screenshot which we have done. The output of the SQL, and we have to do like this, to select store name, and then contact and location details, street number, location details, suburb, location details, state as full address, store fax number, and we have to tell from which store, from where, which location, and details of that person, and from where we have to send it is store, location ID, and all that, the same which we have done from the sender. And it comes at the output, store name, full address, and fax number, and all the data which has been provided to us in our given task. And regarding my role was in this whole section was ERD creation and design, normalization, and first 4 queries in part D. And to be very honest, the issues I have been faced regarding this assignment is, guys, about the COVID going on, and it's really hard to contact the group members, and it's really hard to organize the things because it's a new semester and we haven't met each other. We don't know each other. We don't know the timings of working and what time they study. So it's really hard to be together, and it's really hard to work together. But finally, we have done it. So hopefully it will be good. And thank you so much for your time. Hopefully, and stay safe and be careful.